So we're gonna be going over a overnight trade here from Wednesday the 10th to Thursday the 11th. Um, and so yeah, so we come here to the 15-minute chart. Go back to where we were. You see that we had previous session, or sorry, same session of the 10th, but early in the morning we had this 8:30 news, which created this data high, which we did not come and fill. We just came and filled the low right here, and so yeah, we still had these highs in play, which we did not get, and price is obviously going to want to come up and fill that like it does with every data high and every data low. If you see here, so so how did I know it was going to come back up here and fill this high? So if we come over to the 4-hour chart here, I don't have much annotations for this, but they're honestly not needed. We have this 4-hour fair value gap, which you see here, which could even be here to fill this imbalance, but we're not going to do that for now. And you can see, the wicks to the damage, bodies tell the story, which we can see very clearly here. See the big wick down here, but the body stayed within that fair value gap. So if you come back to the 15-minute, you can see how price reacted to it. We had the displacement down, which created that big ass fucking wick, and then displacement back up. And so obviously this is where enter off of. And you can see here, I did have this. I'm gonna remove this for now. Did have this annotated before. We had this 15-minute gap coming off that displacement up. If you see here, the 5-minute, we had created this fair value gap here as well. On the 1-minute, we also had this gap here as well as it created this low. And then we just barely. I did have a limit order down here, but we didn't go as low as I thought we would, which is which is good here. But if I did have an order there, we'd have like basically bottom ticked it. So I ended up entering later just off the reaction of this gap and how we moved up higher here. So yeah, and then come back to the 5-minute here. So I don't think my executions will show. No, they won't. But so I entered in about 8 contracts. It was. I took off 5 here at this high, which you can see got filled right here overnight. I was asleep for this, but those got filled there. Took off 5 there, and then right before New York Open around we had 8:30 news here. Came down. I didn't move myself to break even. If I did, it would have stopped us out there, but thankfully price just immediately retraced it. We did not attack this low, which I'll come back to later. And so before market open, so at this point I had about 3 contracts left remaining. And after seeing this data wick at this 8:30 data wick, I wasn't sure if we were going to come and target that. I did not want to take that much draw if we did target it, and it might have a continuation lower. So I took off 2 contracts, 2 out of 3 around right before market open, probably somewhere around here, and then I just left the 1 remaining, and I only did that because we had this low down here. But obviously you see we did not come and target that, and price action was pretty bad. We kind of didn't really have anything. I think on the 1-minute we had, come here. Yeah, the 1-minute we had a decent run here, but you could have entered off of in here somewhere. Could have went for OTE with this gap right here maybe, or any of these. It's hard to something, but overall the price action was pretty inconsistent, pretty bad. Didn't really go anywhere in terms of big movements, but yeah, we came for the previous data high, took it out, and then we just did whatever after. But that was overnight trade, and I'll play a time lapse of. I didn't get the whole thing, but I got the last bit around market open, so I'll play that time lapse after. But yeah, overall pretty solid trade.